What's up, YouTube? My name is Jess. I am in this physical vessel, making this first video on my YouTube page that will mostly have to do with manifestation, self-improvement, stuff like that. This has been a long time coming. I have contemplated on doing this for years, just had poor self-concept and just didn't think I could. In fact, other people had more faith in my abilities than I did myself. And one of the things I'll be talking about a lot is Neville Goddard and laws of assumption. And it was actually then that once I got into Neville Goddard and really understanding the importance of self-concept in relation to manifesting the life of your dreams or your goals, that I really started to change. Prior to that, I spent many years going through so many rabbit holes. I did learn a lot from them, but ultimately they had like a cap, you know. I was left with more questions than answers, and just a lack of information on how to apply those concepts. And I mean, it wasn't in vain. Everything I had learned all got tied together once I came across Neville Goddard stuff, and I really was like, the light bulb went off in my head, like, aha, you know? So I guess the first video I will make will talk about the importance of your self-concept and how whatever you think of yourself, however you perceive yourself to be, your outer world will reflect it back to you. People will reflect it back to you. So if you say, you know, I am a loser, I'm ugly, I'm blah, 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 you will see a reflection of that in your outer world. You'll throughout the people and your experiences. Whereas if you say to yourself, and you truly, it's not just saying, we're not repeating like a robot, but if you really feel yourself to be the shit, all right? You gotta gas yourself up. You gotta really love yourself here. And this is so awkward for me. Once you really can feel that you are the fucking shit and you are awesome and you are everything that you see in all those that you admire, those people outside of you, those people, places, and things will then reflect that back to you. And I'll explain more of that, how that works later. But for now, first assignment is I need y'all to gas yourselves up. Talk to yourself like you are the best thing to ever walk this planet, all right? Morning, day, and night, become more aware of the things that you say to yourself about yourself, how you think about yourself, not just out loud, but inside your own mind. It will require some practice because the mind just it just runs, you know, like we're thinking all day long. So it's things that can help you to become aware of your thought processes are meditation. Meditation will slow down your mind if you do it daily. One of the meditative techniques I use, I've been through many. I started with guided meditations, then I used to listen to music. But ultimately, I made my way down to just meditating with nothing. Sometimes I do like certain like frequency musics, harmonic frequencies, specifically things that are numbers, hertz frequencies that are in multiples of 369 because they are, and I'll post a video about that. in the description, you can click on this video here, tell you about the harmonic frequencies that are in harmony with the cells of our body. So yeah, anyways, meditation. One of the ways I like to meditate, and you can find what works for you, is I like to feel energy moving up and down my spine. Now, at first it might be hard because in order to really feel that energy moving up and down your spine, up to your head, down to your tailbone, up and down, you have to attain a level of very steady and slow breathing. Not hypoventilation, but it is a little slower. And you really want to, it'll almost feel like you're pulling energy up your spine through, I guess, your butt. But yeah, so that's one of the ways I like to meditate. I've had some crazy experiences in meditation over the years. I just recently got back into this after a hiatus, you could say, so to say. Many years ago, I was extremely like floating up there somewhere. I would meditate daily, at least 30 to 60 minutes. I did this for about 8 months, and a series of life events took me off this path. But I also feel that happened because after being down so many rabbit holes, I just didn't have any solid answers, and that's really what I was looking for, and that's what Neville Goddard's teachings have enlightened me to. The I am within. Yeah, I have, this isn't very new for me, and I have just so much knowledge to give to the world in my head, but I have shielded myself from the world for so long. I deleted my Instagram when I was 23. I am now 30. I didn't use social media. Still, I got distracted with other things in life. But I had a Facebook, but I stopped posting photos of myself around 23, 24 years old. And I just recently deleted my Facebook fully after the realization of all these things being a distraction, right? So TV, social media, going out, partying, doing drugs, drinking, it's all a form of distraction. Especially the short form content, which I'm still working on because I do use YouTube for educational purposes, and I click, hide shorts occasionally. I get sucked in. These algorithms are made to distract you, to keep you in a state of a trance. They ruin our attention span, our level of focus, and we have increased ADHD and whatever. I'm not saying it's not a real diagnosis. It's real if you choose for it to be real. That's another thing. If you choose for something to be real, it's going to be real. It's your choice. I used to identify with ADHD. I no longer identify with that. It is a product. It was a product of my environment, circumstances, things that I was consuming with my eyes, my ears. But yeah, like all these things, I would say the first steps I would suggest for you to take in relation to manifestation is, number one, get off social media. If you do use social media like I use YouTube, use it only for educational content. You have to control yourself. That is number one. Learn to control your impulses, your desires. especially those desires that are like immediate gratification, just for pleasure. They're not helping you to excel in life unless you're learning something from them. Number 2, meditate in order to slow down your mind, in order for you to be able to observe your thoughts throughout your waking state in your daytime. Number 3, once you learn to observe your thoughts, start working on your self-concept. Start recognizing when you are talking down to yourself, and never, never talk down to yourself. Always gas yourself up. And in this always gassing yourself up, always expect the best. Start to pay attention to these situations where something happens that's not as desirable as you would want it to be, and see what your expectation of the outcome of the situation is. If your expectation is negative, you got to work on that. Always expect the best. We are conditioned to expect the worst, and when you expect the worst, more of the worst will happen. Condition yourself to expect the best. Really expect it. Feel the best. Tell yourself that things are always working out for me perfectly. All right? There's a lot of teachings out there. I'm just giving you my perspective based on what I've been through. There's Abraham Hicks, and there's just a plethora of information out there, but it really just boils down to these things. It just boils down to what you think of yourself and your reality in your mind. How you feel and think produces the manifested reality that you see with your 2 eyes. So you think with your mind's eye, with your 3rd eye, God's eye, and you manifest, and then you perceive it with your physical eyes. Now, this might be too much information for one video, so my first assignment to anyone who's watching is those 3 things. Delete your social media accounts. Only use, and don't justify using Instagram and Facebook for education. You can use YouTube or other sources for that. You can read books. All right? And even YouTube, I mean, I do like it. There are some things I do like about it, but you have to learn how to control yourself from watching things that are irrelevant and a waste of your time. You don't need to know about what Joe Schmo did 5 days ago with his dog. No, you don't need it. It's not going to contribute to your overall life goals, dreams, and aspirations. So number 1, delete social media. Number 2, meditate, slow your mind. Number 3, work on your self-concept, your I amness. And yeah, and then I'll be back with more. So this is weird. This is very weird for me to post this video, but here I am. I want to help as many people as I can. Hopefully my information will be more organized in future videos. This is just a test run. I don't really care who sees this. Whoever this is meant to get to, it will get to. I wish you all the very best, and you're all amazing. And don't let anyone tell you otherwise. Trust and believe, love, honor, and value yourselves. And I'll see you guys soon. Bye.